We got some huge news, guys. I got this little microphone that I bought on TikTok. They got me. So we're going to test this out and see if it actually works and if it sounds better. You guys got to let me know. Right now, this is what it sounds like without the microphone. This is how I've been making all of my videos. And once we get clear on the microphone, we're going to go over some important things today, like Bitcoin dominance. Crypto's pumping this morning, so you probably woke up and your portfolio was green if you're holding the coins we talk about. Dogecoin is actually over 20 cents, which is pretty amazing. I just made a Dogecoin video the other day. Don't forget to grab your coffee, guys. Here's mine. And also, I would appreciate a like, especially if you're into microphones. I don't know if this one's actually going to work. I might have to buy a way better one, right? So if you have any recommendations, drop a link down below, leave a comment so I can actually probably go buy a real microphone, because what the heck is this thing? All right, so let's go ahead and turn this on. Okay, so do you guys hear any difference right now? Because the microphone is on. I don't know if it's more clear. You got to tell me. So this is very important right now. What is happening to the Bitcoin dominance, which you guys can see right here behind me, is we have created multiple points of negative divergence. I made this chart a while ago for Patreon members, but I want to share it with you guys right now. And you can see what has happened before. If you go way over there on the screen, you see that big blue arrow. Well, last time this happened with multiple points of negative divergence, what happened in the dominance? Guys, that drop right there that you see, I know you guys see it, was back in November all the way to early December. So the Bitcoin dominance dropped for about 4 weeks. What happened to your altcoins in November to December? They went up massively. You could see from right here that this broke all the EMAs. You can see right now we are testing the first EMA, which is the 50 EMA. I believe we're going to break all of these EMAs and go much lower. I have two blue lines, about 60.5%, and then 58% would be these next two areas. But the important thing, guys, it doesn't matter where the price is for any asset, stock, or crypto. The thing that you need to understand is when the negative divergence starts to form, like it has been on a daily and a weekly and a monthly time frame, it's time to crash down. You could see above me that Dogecoin is now trading above 20 cents. I mean, look at this climb, guys, all the way from the lows right over here, right under 17 cents. We have just been climbing. And the reason Dogecoin is climbing is when we pulled back in the major sell off, we actually tested the 786 level perfectly. So if you guys want access to understand early buys, like when you should actually get into a crypto or stock, make sure you check out the links out down below. Patreon right now is 20% off if you pay for the whole year. That ends in 5 days. But look at this, guys. Absolutely amazing, right? So the next point for Dogecoin, I made a video 2 days ago, I believe, is about 20. We honestly have resistance here all the way up to 22 cents. If you go back in time, you could see that this level has gone from support to resistance multiple times. So Dogecoin could see some short-term resistance, just so you all know. Okay, it's had a nice run, up over 13% in the last 7 days. But again, my worst case scenario for Dogecoin would be a retracement back to the 618 level, which would get us to about 35 cents. I'm looking at an amazing chart over here. You can't see it. I'll make another detailed video for you guys if you want more Dogecoin information, but we got to go over the next crypto. Now, CRV coin, I've been talking about for over a year now. Over the last 30 days, we're up over 27%. But here's the important thing, guys. Right now, we're trading at 56.16. On March 5th, I tried to tell you guys that CRV had a swing trade opportunity. I said CRV crypto hanging on the 786 level should get a nice bounce to the upside. Target would be 58 cents, guys. CRV was currently priced at 43 cents. This would be a gain of 35%. I also educate about the EMAs and the MACD, stochastic RSI, all of the above. You always get a nice chart set up from myself. Well, we're pretty much there. We're just under 57 cents. So 58 cents was the target. Great job if you took this trade. As we look at the fear and greed index right now, it's 34 out of 100. So what color are we? We are orange. You see below me, we are still in fear. We are not even in neutral yet. Really simple, guys. If you want to just understand when to buy, when to sell. And you're like, dude, I don't need to know all these details that this guy talks about every single day. When we're green up here, when the fear and greed index and we are in extreme greed, that's probably a good idea to start taking some profit. You're not going to get maximum gain potential like myself, who is studying the RSI on a daily, weekly time frame, and also understanding the stochastic. And those are two the best indicators that tells you really when to start scaling out and when to start buying again. But if you just follow this real quick, then you'll probably win at the end of the day, especially with crypto because it's very volatile. So when we start to get in the green, you see extreme greed. I mean, this was back in December when we were up here. This was back when was this? This was back in, I don't even know, March 2024. So that was another big pump, right? January. I remember buying Jasmy in January of 2024 and it was at 0.006. Pretty insane. Then it went up to 6 cents, I think, over here. So it did a 10x in less than a year. Pretty insane. So a lot of times when you're buying down here where there's fear and extreme greed or extreme fear, everyone's calling you crazy. But then guess what happens? It tends to go up and you're the one who's making all the money. Now, of course, guys, the only reason I want to make this video was to test out this microphone. So again, give me your best review down below. I don't think it's really that good, but maybe I'm wrong. So we'll see. And also, I just wanted to tell you about where the dominance is right now, because that's going to affect all of your crypto. Of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's all my own opinion, but I appreciate you for being here and I hope you have a great day. I know the stock market and the crypto market is very confusing. What if there was a way that you could get actual messages of what to buy, when to buy, and the reasons why you should buy? Would that be beneficial to you? Would that be worth $10 a month to you? That would be about 33 cents a day. Over the last 2.5 years, I've created a community of almost 1,000 people on Patreon where I have called out multiple stocks and crypto, which you can see on the screen right here. The stock market has been very scary lately, so you need to understand when to buy and when are good times to start scaling out of your positions. This is exactly what I focus on. I use 3 main indicators that I want to teach you guys about. The goal of this is for you to learn, but also you're going to get some messages of what I'm buying and the reasons why I'm buying. Now, right now, if you pay for the whole year, I am offering 20% off, and this will end March 31st, 2025. I'm looking forward to meeting with you and locking in with you for the next year.